the major topic of the day and what's been all over Magic social media over the
Keep going.
last over the last few days is an influencer that goes by Goblin Grounds. Pretty big influencer in the space. I mean, not like massive, but like 40,000 plus followers. Pretty big influencer in general. Uh, was A lot of people came out with allegations of sexual harassment from him. Supposedly, he would go to many newer influencers that were female, kind of befriend them, talk to them, be like, oh yeah, I can help you out. I'll retweet. I'll share your stuff. Get your name out, help you out. We become friends ish. I start making offhanded, dirty jokes and things of the similar. And then it just ends up with dick pics being sent.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Boomer grounds. Yeah, we back on the wave. Two boomers in the lobby still making plays. From the shop to the tavern, we don't behave. Talk meta, talk life, talk common, rank grade. Boomer grounds. Turn it up, press play. Old school feel with the new school sway. Every week, new heat, let it run, don't fade. If you came for the vibes, you in the right place. Yeah, welcome to the pop, pull a chair to the table. BPM low, but the read still fatal. Boomer brain, but the line stay stable. Hit them with the level ups, label it a fable. Cue up, we discussing every patch, every tweak. Broken comps, bad beats, every high roll streak. From the Goldens in the shop to the throws on a misplay. Clip it for the chat, that's a boomer kind of replay. Late night grind, but the jokes stay timeless. Talk real life, little tilt, little kindness. From the YouTube feed to the Twitch chat sounds. If you know, then you know this is Boomer Grounds.
Really good puzzle game successor to Blueprints. I tried Mixed Spirits, which is literally just a bartender demo. And I tried Haunted Bar Simulator, and then immediately found out that there was a bug in the game that didn't let you get outside of the demo, outside of the tutorial. That's the word I'm looking for. So, but today I got a message that there was a hot fix for a demo so that you could actually finish the demo. So I'll be looking forward to trying that. But if you get the chance, go on Steam, go. And people complain about this all the time. Oh, I can't find good games on Steam. I can't find things that match my interest. Bitch, there is a For You tab. It goes based off of what you've played already. Go to Next Fest, click For You, and look at that list. It's that easy. Try some demos. Get some stuff on wishlist. This is an opportunity for us to support smaller developers, indie developers, so that we can help their games grow. So that's pretty much it on this end. What's new with Terry Zhang?
I got to play in the Magic Early Access for the Marvel superheroes. As you see, we got some Marvel superheroes in the background here.
Cool.
It was pretty fun. Did a bunch of drafts yesterday. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I definitely enjoyed it. The new sets are always fun when they first come out, before everyone figures out all the strategies.
Just like BGs.
I know. It's nice not feeling as locked into, like, you have to be like certain strategies, like only certain color combinations, like the last few sets have been. So hopefully that's a little bit of a change where you can have a little more variety. You can kind of like wing it a little more. There's definitely a few more like monocolor cards, so that you're not like just forced to rely more on multicolor cards, or synergies. So that was a lot of fun. Yeah, did that all day yesterday. Was like feeling ill over the weekend, which kind of sucked.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, like, so I had to get my prescription refilled, and they just gave me the generic version because they ran out of the name brand version, and the generic version just like fucked me up, fucked up my stomach and stuff.
That is so weird, but I have experienced that myself, and I know people who have too. like in theory, a generic version is the same chemical compound, but
Yeah.
not everybody is okay with that system wise. It's weird.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes some of the additives or whatever, I guess, to the
I guess.
medication makes it a little worse. Yeah. So mine, like, I was just like bloated and feeling like shit for like 2 or 3 days. I was just like lying in bed at like, because it happened over the weekend. So like, they had to like contact my doctor to get like a different type of medication for me. So I had to wait till like Monday to get it, and then after that, I've kind of felt better by like end of day Tuesday. But it was way too late
That's good.
to pod. But I was just like in bed like for like the whole weekend, just like, oh my god, I'm so bloated. Oh god.
Yeah. Tuesday morning, I write and I'm like, guys, I'm having a miserable day. My brain ain't right. I don't think I can pod tonight. And Terry's like, that's okay. I haven't felt well either. And then by the afternoon, I'm like, you know what? I'm feeling a little bit better. My mind is a little clearer. Maybe we could pod. And Terry's like, I still haven't gotten off the couch. So let's just do Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've literally been sleeping on the couch. I was just like, I have like a little couch behind me. I have air conditioning in my room. So I'm just like, okay. My wife doesn't like, my wife's always cold. So I'm like, I'll just stay here. So I have the air conditioning on and just sleep. I was like on that couch for like 36 straight hours or something.
I would rather sleep in AC with 6 blankets on than sleep in like warmer room with no blankets on. I like that AC feel.
I also like the feel of a blanket on me. And my wife's like, if you're warm, take the blanket off. I'm like, I like a little blanket. Yeah. And now I'm just like secure. I'm down to just like a flat sheet only as like my blanket, but just the feeling of it makes it feel a little better. But yeah, that's mostly what I've been doing. I haven't played like much in the way of games at all weekend. I did play Battlegrounds today. It went okay. Like I felt like a bit like a noob because I haven't played for like a week. And I just like things don't feel right. I feel so behind.
Oh yeah.
Because I used to normally play like 50 hours, 60 hours a week, and now I played like 5. I'm just like, this feels so strange. This is like a whole new world. Yeah. And then I get scammed the ghost. So I'm like, yeah, this is a classic experience. But yeah, I mean,
I've played sparingly Battlegrounds. I've been playing, but like maybe 3 or 4 games a day, not that many games. And everything, it's the same thing. I get up 200 or 300 points and I crash all the way back down to 6K. Then I go on a win streak. I'm at like 6,300 and then I'm all the way back at 6K. I'm just like, I can't get any sort of consistency.
Yeah. I mean, if it actually doesn't feel so bad playing Battlegrounds for only like 5-6 hours, like you don't get as frustrated with it, all the scams and everything. Although, to be fair, I never get like that frustrated playing Battlegrounds. I get really frustrated playing Magic. I don't know why. Maybe because all the games are best of one. They last like 5 minutes, or when someone just top decks something, you can see that like they had no cards in hand and just drew what they need. You can't really see when like someone's in the posting shop and just like roll into like what they need. So I mean, I don't get that frustrated playing Battlegrounds. Yeah.
But I hate that feeling when you're playing against somebody and you're just like, you know what, this game's over in 3 or 4 minutes from now, and I can't do a damn thing about it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But besides that, nothing else too much. But let's get into the news of the week. We'll get to the Magic stuff at the end because that's going to be the longest of discussions.
Okay.
So we'll talk about the interesting generic things of the week. The first thing is Howard Darling, Nina Lin, banned again on Twitch. Supposedly she's banned for lifetime again. Only the 3rd time she's been banned for a lifetime ban this year.
She'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah. She got banned because she got arrested because she was like on top of an Amazon truck during the New York.
She was live streaming it.
Yeah.
She was live streaming it.
Yeah. And she was arrested on stream.
It was before the game. It wasn't even the victory celebration.
It was after the game.
It was definitely before. It was definitely before during the game, because the moment she got out, she bitched that she had to celebrate the win in a jail cell.
Oh, all right.
On X, she immediately posted a video going, "This is some shit. I had to celebrate the Knicks' first title in a jail cell. What the fuck?" So yeah, it was definitely either during or before the game that she did this.
I saw her bitching on X that her cameraman ran off. He's like, I'm paying you to film this. You know, if I'm going to get arrested, at least catch it for content. I'm just like, bitch, he doesn't want his ass to get arrested either for this.
Ain't my ass on that truck, girl.
Exactly. He's like, I don't want to get arrested. I don't want to be, you know, accomplice to you fucking doing crimes and shit.
That one of my favorite movies of all time is Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. I don't know if you've ever seen it. I love the Kevin Smith movies, but there comes a point where Chris Rock, as the director, just looks around and goes, I can't remember what it's a very racially charged term, but he goes, blank with guns, I'm out of here. And he just runs. And that's what I imagined in my head. The cameraman was just like, cops, Nina, I'm out of here. Just gone.
Like, if you sign up to film Nina, you have to realize that's a distinct possibility. Are you okay filming me getting arrested or shoplifting or committing other petty crimes on camera? It's like in the application form.
Either you're the most green cameraman in the history of live streaming because you don't know who Nina is and you don't know her history, or you just did not think this was going to happen. I do remember hearing vaguely, because I watched the clip of where the cops were like, get down from there. And you can hear lightly in the background, don't worry, you're not going to get arrested. They ain't going to arrest you or something like that. You hear somebody tell her that she's not going to get arrested. And then she gets arrested. So I don't know if the cameraman was like, don't worry, New York cops aren't that stupid. They're just telling you to get down. And then the moment the cuffs go on, bang, this guy's gone.
Other news I saw on the internet this week, not actually
a lot of it this week,
not actually gaming or streaming related, but Howard related. Pabst Blue Ribbon celebrating America's 250th anniversary by releasing a 250-ounce pack of beer dubbed the Freedom Pack. They also have a beer dedication website called Declaration of Pabst that they created for this as well.
So let me tell you, my experience with beer over the last 30 years or so. If PBR is putting out a Freedom Pack, they're putting out freedom from flavor and enjoyable taste. PBR is the beer you buy if you are not familiar with the ways of drinking. PBR is the beer you buy when you get up to the bar at the end of the night and you're drunk and you look at the bartender and go, hey man, I only got like $3. What can you give me? I gotta tip you, man. And he puts a $1.99 pony-sized PBR on the bar in front of you and goes, yeah, $3 is gonna be fine, man. That's what PBR is. So listen, everybody's trying to make a buck over the fact that America is turning 250 years old this year. Why are we going to do a Freedom 250 episode? This Canada cross-border stuff. We might as well get some sponsors and just try to make some money ourselves. I mean, why not? I mean,
I'm in Canada. I have freedom.
There you go. There you go. You don't need to celebrate Freedom 250. You don't need to drink PBR. You don't need to come to UFC events. It is what it is. So yeah, everybody's just desperately trying to make a buck off of this thing. It's so silly and so insane, but I guess you can't blame PBR. They've been around forever, so more power to them.
All right. Other news. A security guard is suing Kai Cenat and a few others for $1 million after he got punched during a stream. It dates back to a stream from August of last year. They were in a mall playing hide and seek through the property.
I did hear about this.
Yeah, so it went they went into restricted areas. They were still there after the mall was closed. They were allowed to record there in certain areas of the mall. But then they went to areas that they were not supposed to be in for their hide and seek, and supposedly got hit over it, and a bunch of people, someone was arrested as well. And during that time, I think the security guard got punched when the guy was trying to be arrested. Yeah, this happened. Yeah, definitely last year. From the sounds of it, it sounds like now the lawsuit's just really coming to fruition. I mean, this not surprising streamers do stupid shit. But not really Kai's fault. All right, I think Kai was just in charge. He wasn't the one doing the actual physical altercations, but like he was probably like the one in charge. I think it
Yeah.
was Duke Dennis that was the one that actually was actually arrested there.
So if Kai organizes it, and we learned this in New York, what was it, 2 years ago when Kai Cenat was like, I got 100 PS5s. I'm just going to go down to Times Square and give them out. And like 4,000 people showed up for a PS5 in New York City, and there was a minor riot. And he got arrested for disturbing the peace. It really doesn't matter who throws the punch. If they're there because of you, they're going to come for you.
Yeah.
And it's just like Kai is entertaining enough that he doesn't need to do shit like this anymore.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
I mean, it was just supposed to be hide and seek. It just probably just went like a little overboard. Right? Some other streamers were like, he just went a little too far.
Like, get a freaking lawyer. On the same. If I can hijack for a second, on the same the level. Did you see the iShowSpeed clip from the game, the soccer game he went to in New York City?
The one where he ignored Justin Bieber? I saw that one.
No, the one where he ignored Zoran Mamdani, the mayor of New York.
I saw that as well.
If you have not seen it, folks, go online and search iShowSpeed Mamdani. He's sitting 2 seats from the mayor of New York, and he keeps looking at his phone going, mayor? There's no mayor here. People keep saying there's a mayor here. And then he looks at him and goes, hi, I'm Zoran. And he answers him and goes, are you the mayor? If it was staged, it was brilliantly staged. If it wasn't staged, iShowSpeed sat down right next to the mayor of New York City and didn't even freaking know. Either way, it was a really good clip.
I mean, to be fair, I would have no idea who the mayor of New York City would be either if I sat right beside him.
I would. I live 90 minutes outside New York City, so I do know him.
Yeah. So like,
you couldn't escape it.
Yeah, for someone that's not around the area, like if you came here, would you know what the mayor of Vancouver looks like? I mean, probably not. You'd have no idea.
Absolutely not. But the mayor of Vancouver isn't the mayor of the largest city in the world. Yeah, don't at me if I'm wrong on that. Americans believe New York City is the biggest city in the world. Go ahead and correct me. I'll look forward to reading it in bed.
Nah, but it's just one of those things. If you're not from the area, you're like something like a mayor.
How would you know?
Yeah, how would you know? Exactly.
It's just very funny. And he was clearly in the high profile section too. The seats were big and comfy. You're like, all right, iShowSpeed worked his way into some luxury seats, and then it's just like, oh my god, you didn't realize the mayor was going to be 2 seats down from you.
I also saw this week that Kai was holding live auditions for a streamer university, and supposedly the lines were like enormous, like 5,000 people lined up, and people were like upset because bigger name streamers were like cutting the line and be able to go to get the Kai first. I'm like, welcome to streaming. That's literally what happens in streaming. Wow, shocking. Big name cuts line.
Welcome to Streamer University.
Yeah.
Your first lesson is that you are a small fish, and the bigger fish will eat you in lines.
You're a little choppy for me right now. I don't know what's going on with you.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's for everyone, but definitely.
Do you want me to leave and come back?
No, it's smoothed out right now. But I don't know what.
Okay, I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, I don't. Your computer is melting.
It is. Oh, I'm getting an error message. All right, hold on. Let me reboot.
Okay.
You can edit this part out, right?
Sure, or I could just leave it in because I'm lazy. Well, we are just by myself again. How's everyone been? Yeah, I mean, there's also a lot of other stuff that's going on this week. Hopefully, Harrassing solves itself. I also have been had a bit of a computer issue this week when I was trying to stream the new 007 First Light game, where like my computer would run the game perfectly, but then when I tried to stream it, my computer's like, I'm too old and decrepit. we cannot do this. We are going to choke, and die. I'm like, looks totally fine to me. I'm playing the game fine, but it's just like the stream was just like, ah, 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 ah. Yeah, and that was just bad times. But yeah, oh, the new Magic set though. Okay, are you back, sir?
I am. Let's see if that's better. All right, there we go. I hope it's better.
Okay, hopefully, yeah. So I was talking how like also this last week I tried playing the new 007 First Light game.
Oh,
I was like, oh, this game looks pretty fun. So I got it and I was playing it and tried streaming it. I'm like, yeah, streaming fine, but like my stream was choking on it. It could not handle me playing and streaming it. So like,
yeah.
everyone's like, is your stream choppy? I'm like, not dropping any frames. Game's playing just fine. I don't see a problem. They're like, yeah, it's awful. So I kept like dropping the bit rate down, and I was just like unwatchable. I was like, okay, can't stream this game. But it was pretty fun for like the 20 minutes I tried playing it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've always struggled with trying to not be a jerk when my stream rate's bad, because my first impression is to start go up, but
yeah, pretty much.
and just start really trying to mess with chat. I just don't think I'm talented enough to pull it off. People are like, Howard, we can see you moving, dumbass. It's just stop.
Let's see. A couple other things that happened in the world of the internet. YouTube is bringing back messaging, in-app messaging, in videos and stuff. It sounds like so you can actually direct message people on YouTube. Wasn't a thing before. I guess it hasn't been a thing for a while. I think they took it out probably because of like all the scammers and other shit that went on. But supposedly that's making a return.
Scammers? What you mean? Like bigfollows.com isn't a legitimate site?
No, I think it's the ones really trying to scam you.
Oh,
the real scammers, not the ones trying to sell you follows and
okay.
And stuff.
the kind of I've got your grandmother tied up in my basement kind of stuff.
Or
oh my,
I'm the IRS. We're the IRS.
Oh my god,
pay us in Apple gift cards or those
I think it was about 8 or 9 months ago. I get this random phone call on my work cell, so I answer it because it could be a manager I just don't know, and I answer the call and they're like, "Hey, yeah, this is EverSource Energy." And your bill is like over $1,000 in the rear. We're going to shut you off today if you don't make a payment. I went, oh my God, that's the worst thing ever. You can't shut off my power because I don't work with EverSource, motherfucker. My company's called United Illuminating and the energy is in my wife's name. So fuck off. And I hung up. I was just like, oh, I love it when I can just get those random moments, those rare moments where I'm like, I'm smarter than a scammer. It doesn't happen a lot. But I love it when it does.
Actually, a big thing in the news is the UK is planning to ban social media for people under 16 years old, which seems like a great thing. I think that's great. Like, I try to keep my daughter off of social media as much as possible because I don't trust anyone else, let alone her. But I think that's a great thing. Like, supposedly... I was gonna say Minecraft, but not Minecraft. Was it Minecraft? No, Roblox. It made a bunch of changes to their TOS because of these new changes in the UK for the social media and stuff. There's a ton of new changes to their TOS system because I got a notification about it. I think 2 days ago that they're changing their terms for underage people under the age of like 16.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it either, particularly seeing in the US as people have started to sue over the addictive qualities of the instant engagement. So if I were, government exists to try and keep us safe, right? That's the whole idea. It's an organized system to serve the populace. So if you have court cases showing something's addictive, why wouldn't you at least put some regulation on it? We do that with everything else. We do that with alcohol. We do that with different kinds of narcotics. this is no different. So I'm in total support of it. If we're going to sit there as a society and say the immediate benefits of social media also have addictive qualities to it, so we have to be careful, then absolutely we should be putting minimum ages on it. We do that with everything else we consider addictive.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like, social media is dangerous. Like, you can't necessarily control, especially when you're talking about like teenagers or preteens and stuff, how they act, because they're just not fully developed. They're not mature yet. They don't understand
Right.
what's okay and what's not, and it's stuff like that. Just like, it seems good just to be able to have a ban. I know Canada has talks about it as well. I don't think the US is going to do it. Let's be fair. The US is too much about freedom. But
Freedom
I'm
250. Really, woo! Drink your PBR.
Yeah. It's actually funny because after reading about this, I saw that like some company is producing like a new phone that has like no social media or web browsers on it, but still has stuff like WhatsApp. It's like $500 US. I'm like, what the hell? Why is it so expensive? I could buy a Chinese phone and just put the parental lock on it and just block the app and it'd be like $100.
But how all right, so you're a parent.
Yeah.
And your daughter is very intelligent. We have covered this numerous times in conversation before.
Yeah.
How effective are parental locks realistically?
I mean, it just blocks the app, so they can't even see the app.
But can she get by it? Has she found a way by it?
She can't actually like download the app. Like the app is just like non-existent. She can't go
unless she unlocks the parental lock. Has she been able to do that?
No, she can't actually unlock the parental lock because it's not available on her phone. She has to go through my phone to get to it.
I tell the story. My nephew was 4 years old and my brother locked the iPad that he uses.
Yeah.
And one night my mother's babysitting and he's like, "Can I watch YouTube on my pad?" And she knew there was a lock on it. So she was like, "Yeah." So he's sitting there and my brother comes home way early before the bedtime. So he's not in trouble for being up late. But the moment the headlights hit the driveway, my 4-year-old nephew goes, "Better close this. Daddy says I can't see it." And my mother watched as he closed the video, went into the parental app, and relocked the iPad.
Okay, yeah.
He's 4!
Yeah, essentially like both Google and Apple have it so like you could create a child account. And for the child account, you can just like block out all the apps. So they can't like go to the Play Store. It won't show up in the Play Store. They can't download it. Like if they go into the app program, it doesn't show up at all. Like it's just totally gone. So that's the account my daughter has on her phone. And I blocked like, anything social media related. And I had to block Chrome for a while because we don't want her to watch YouTube because there's a lot of weird shit on YouTube.
So much weird shit. Like this. This is some weird shit.
Yeah, exactly. There's so much weird shit on YouTube that like we don't want her on YouTube. And she was like going into like the Google search and just like searching up what you wanted to watch on YouTube, just watching it in the Google search and stuff. So we had to like block all that stuff too. I was like, fuck. There's just so much stuff to block. But
it is so much harder being a parent in 2025, 26 than it was in 1995. And I thought it was hard being a parent in 95 compared to like 75. Yeah. So it just the technology keeps finding more and more ways to entice kids. So I am all for a social media block under the age of 16. I would love to see them do that here in the US, but the bottom line is the money flows and the money talks.
Exactly. Another Howard favorite was also in the news. This just came out today. I don't know if you saw this. Your man Clavicular launching a looks maxing masterclass with guest speakers and mock battles. I was like, oh, this is right up Howard's alley. We should get Howard into looks maxing masterclass.
Folks, do you care about how you look more than about the person inside? Are you willing to take vibrating tools and hold them to your cheek to try and break the bones? Do you actually give a shit about mogging? Then come to Clavicular's new class. We will teach you how to be a soulless douchebag, but really look hot to women. Because at the end of the day, that's all that matters, because you already have no soul. I just wrote your ad for you, Clavicular. You're welcome.
I mean, the virtual access is only $97. Howard, can I send this to you as a gift?
Only.
Can I send this to you as a gift, and you just have you give us a full detailed review and of the Clavicular Masterclass? Oh my god!
$97 to learn how to maximize your looks with no substance to your individual being.
I mean, this is the virtual, not in person too. The in person is more.
That's virtual.
Yeah,
that's virtual. So you can look like Clavicular with the intellect and soul of Asmongold, and it only costs you $97.
Exactly. If you want to show up in person, it's $300. And supposedly there's a special VIP one where you get to spend time with Clavicular on a yacht.
There's what we need to buy me. I want my fat ass on a yacht with Clavicular and look at him and go, doing pretty good, huh? Doing pretty good. You know, I got to buy extra seats on an airplane because they won't let me fly in one seat, but I'm doing pretty good, right? It's all about this, right? My cheekbones are high. I'm like a nice rounding. It's just, listen, looking good is nothing new in society, right? Thousands of years, looks have mattered to certain people. I don't give a shit. I don't. You call me a fat lesbian. Don't give a shit. You know, it's about the person you are inside. I know the person I am inside. People will show up to my funeral, and a few of them will be upset. Most of them will throw a party, but a few of them will be upset, and that's more than I can say for Clavicular. Because he's all about looks. There's no substance there. Being a good human is more about looks, guys. The end. That's the end of the Howard rant right there.
All right. So we'll get into some of the more disturbing sides of the internet that happen to come across my timeline here. This is not even got to the magic part yet.
But the beer's empty. I got one more in the bag if I need it. All right, go on. Let's hope I don't need it.
Oh, you're gonna need it. Let's go. I'll tell you now. Go grab the beer now.
You know what? I'm gonna wait till something really hits me and then I'll grab it. That's how you'll know.
So this is the title of the article I saw. YouTuber arrested for cooking and eating stray dog to protest livestock prices. Okay, you can go get that beer now. It's fine. So this is a Moroccan streamer named Ben Neznes was arrested in Morocco. Supposedly right now is Eid. Okay, I'm gonna brutalize this. Eid al-Adha, where many Muslims sacrifice livestock. The livestock that's normally sacrificed here is sheep, and because he says he couldn't afford the price of a sheep, he found a dog that was killed already in a road accident and skinned and cooked the dog. I told you you're gonna need the beer. I wasn't lying when I said you should go get it first.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Oh, well, you know what? Okay, so I don't want to poo-poo this too strongly because if there's a cultural thing there that just doesn't mesh with my culture, I don't want to come down too hard on this guy. But that feels really.
The culture is different though, because the culture is more about the sacrifice of sheep or whatever and livestock, and dogs aren't really livestock in most countries. So I don't think it was a livestock because he was arrested. It is not like a livestock in the country in Morocco either. But yeah,
this is why I drink, folks. This is why I drink.
Yeah, I saw this. I was like, thank goodness Obo was not on here because she would just like.
Oh my god, she would have a shit fit right now.
Her Bowers would literally want to kill the person.
You know, I don't know if Bowers actually knows this. I actually, in my youth, my family hosted a Peruvian exchange student, and we had guinea pigs. And he explained to us that in Peru, guinea pigs are hunted as a source of meat.
Okay.
And so, you know, I know Bowers is very passionate about her ferrets. I don't know if that would extend to the guinea pigs and stuff like that. But yeah, I can't imagine that she'd be okay with this. She would absolutely be having a shit fit right now. But that's why I'm also like, you know what? Different countries, different cultures. It's not mine to judge. It does feel weird that you would be like, I can't afford a sheep, which is another sad part of it. What's going on in your life and your country that you can't get a culturally important part of your day done? But then you got to be walking down the road and go, oh, look, roadkill. That'll just have to do. I mean, that's terribly sad too. So,
yeah, I mean, yeah, like I understand like other countries eating other animals for meat. It's
sure.
not unusual. I mean, I'm from a Taiwanese and Chinese background. We eat dog sometimes. We cat, all that stuff. Countries with large populations are going to find other sources of meat. It's not uncommon, but like if it's not allowed in your country or it's not common in your country, and then this happens, because obviously
that's
since
different.
this guy's arrested, yeah, then it's different. And I saw this, I was like, shit. I'm like, I mean, just happened today. Well, the article just came out today that I saw this on, and I was just like, well, I guess I'll bring it up because maybe it makes our major topic seem a little less gross. Still very gross, honestly, the major topic. Okay.
That's not the worst thing we're discussing today, folks. We're in trouble.
So the major topic of the day and what's been all over Magic social media over the last few days is an influencer that goes by Goblin Grounds. Pretty big influencer in the space. I mean, not like massive, but like 40,000 plus followers. Pretty big influencer in general. Was a lot of people came out with allegations of sexual harassment from him. Supposedly, he would go to many newer influencers that were female, kind of befriend them, talk to them, be like, oh yeah, I can help you out. I'll retweet. I'll share your stuff. Get your name out, help you out. We become friends ish. I start, making offhanded, dirty jokes and things that are similar, and then, it just ends up with dick pics being sent and such.
Oh.
The classic tale. So a lot of people came out against him the last few days, I guess. Like supposedly like more than a dozen or something came out about him. And just like this guy's also married, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was just like, oh my god. This is such a bad look for the Magic community.
So let me jump in, because I did watch the video. Terry sent me a video of one of the people making these allegations and explaining her side of the story. Terry and I have been friends now going on, oh God, well, we first met in Vegas, 3 years ago almost.
Yeah.
Been in correspondence for over 4.5 years. At no point have I received any pictures from Terry of a unique nature. Now, I did redeem feet pics on his stream once, and they haven't come in yet. But,
what?
I actually haven't, but I have had enough, which is funny. 10-second aside. Every so often, I have so many points on Terry's channel that Twitch will say, you have enough points to redeem feet pics. Do you want to redeem this? I'm like, no. I don't want to make Terry have to dress up his feet. But at no point have I said, and that's part of the allegation, was that this guy was sending pictures of his wife in compromising positions and saying, would you like to join us, basically, was kind of the intonation of this. I have never sent pictures of my wife to Terry. I have never seen any compromising pictures of Terry or his family, period. It is not normal to say to someone, I'm going to help your Twitch career, spend time helping them, and then the next step is to send dick pics and pictures of your naked wife. There is a problem in that progression. And if you really need to know where the problem is, then you're probably not going to understand the point. But there's just, what? Listen, swingers are okay. Swingers are a thing. but no one should go looking for swinging partners on Twitch.
It's not just Twitch, to be fair.
Not Twitch. To be fair, Twitch. There's a lot of places. You know, when I first met Obo in Vegas in person, I mean, we'd stream together, we'd talk and all that stuff. But I didn't throw my arm around her to say hello and then go, "So, you swing?" That doesn't happen in normal society, folks. It doesn't. You get an upside-down pineapple and you go on a cruise. We all know this. And if you don't know this, go online and search cruise upside-down pineapple and you will learn something. This is just bizarre. And because he linked it to like, I'm going to help you get bigger, I'm going to help your stream, I'm going to help you get viewers, I'm going to promote your social media, because he linked it to what some people use as their livelihood, it's even creepier. Your thoughts on this? I've been ranting. This is just, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, this is bad. Like you hear about people that use their power in situations like this, and it's very upsetting when it comes up in like a hobby of yours. Like, don't get me wrong, there are weird people and creepy people in like
everywhere,
every walk of life, every demographic, every game. There always will be weird people, creepy people. It's just shitty when it comes up in something that you actually care about, and just puts a bad stain on your game. Like, so supposedly, okay, the biggest thing I had that concerned me about this, there were other influencers, I think it's called the Gemini twins, that were like attacking all the accusers on his behalf. Like, there are other influencers that were just like, no, what you're saying is lies, you don't have proof, blah blah blah, and all this shit. And supposedly there's a ton of proof out there, none of which people have posted on social media, because it's not their their story to share. If the people actually want to share their story, they're welcome to share, because like, I assume these are like going to be a lot of private messages and stuff that people don't want shared. But like, other people have seen it and have said, yeah, this is all true, right? So like, but the Gemini twins were just like going on assaults, attacking everyone that was accusing him, right? So just like, oh my god, why? I'm sure they could have gotten receipts, because everyone else that has posted on social media says, oh yeah, we've seen the proof, we're just not gonna publicly post it. So unless everyone's lying and they don't have actual proof, then like, why would you, like, maybe they owe something to Goblin Grounds, but I find that like a lot more disturbing, that there would be people that just actively defend them without even knowing that this is probably true, or maybe they're defending them like blindly or something without trying to find out the information, than knowing there's creeps in the game. Like, there'll always be creeps, you just don't know where where they are, right? Like, you can't control if there's just random people in your community that are weirdos. Like, it happens. There's too many people in the world, there's too many influencers in the world, there's always going to be weirdos. But yeah, like,
that's true.
But active defending, like, it looks worse on, like, I think it's worse on the Gemini twins, that they're just actively defending and attacking other people that were accusing Goblin Grounds, than anything. Like, it just shows like they're just shitty people. Like, I don't know them, I've never seen any of their content. I have, like, this is the first interaction with them, and as that being my sort of first interaction with them, I'm just like, these people are pieces of shit. Like, why would you defend this person? Like, obviously there's people out there that have receipts, but just because you haven't seen them, or even if you have seen them, you just don't believe it. Just like, fuck.
And to the point about receipts, the link you sent me, that was a Facebook post.
Yeah,
it was a video post. She does show messages briefly in her feed that back up where she came from. So I get it. The fake accuser thing is something we always have to consider. I take the position personally, you believe victims until you can disprove it. That's my position on that.
Yeah.
And these Gemini twin guys,
Girls.
They not only did this. What's that?
They are female. They're not guys.
Oh, it's
Okay.
the Gemini. Oh my God, they're women and they're defending this guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's my bias. I thought that only guys were that stupid. So there are receipts, and they're not only doing this online. They're according to the person that the account I saw, they're doing it in person. They're going to cons, and they're telling, "Oh, you can't believe Terry. Terry says this, but Terry's a liar. Blah blah blah. Terry's a slut. Blah blah blah." Only some of that's true, and you can decide for yourself which part of it is. If it's a slut or a liar, that's up to you. I'm not going to tell you what to think. I'm not one of these people. But Terry's neither, by the way. I know. I've hit on Terry. It's fine.
Full slut. Full slut.
Full slut. Anyway, enough joking about a very serious topic. On my end, anyway. These people are going to cons and trying to ruin the reputation of the accusers. And that is just stupid bad. And I'm sorry, it hits me even harder that I find out now that the Gemini twins are female, because I got bad news for you, girl. You're next. You are just next in line. Because guys like this that sit there and go, oh, I'm going to help your career until you send me nudes and I'm going to just disown you. They don't care who you are in their orbit. At some point, they're just going to discard you because they're just assholes. So yeah, I apologize in advance for assuming they were male, because there's just a lot of shitty guys out there, and I made that assumption. So that's on me. But I am absolutely more shocked that Gemini twins are females in this guy's orbit that don't stop and go, wait, huh? Instead, their first reaction is, I gotta defend the money boat. I got to keep the money flowing. That's so, this is why I drink.
Here's my 2 cents. As a female, because I talk to a bunch of female streamers and stuff, you get like dick pics and stuff all the time. So like,
oh yeah,
even if the Gemini twins were like, okay, we don't really believe this, they should be like aware that these sort of things happen a lot more. And
at least
be
ask
like,
the question.
Yeah,
ask
at least be like more willing to understand the perspective of the females that are coming out against him, because they're like,
right,
we get all sorts of weird dick pics. Like I talked to Tharasa, who's on my stream all the time, and when she streams, she'd be like, oh yeah, I would get like a dick pic per stream. I'm just like, what the fuck? Where are my dick pics? I don't get dick pics. These guys don't send them to me. Right? But I'm just like,
because we haven't been to Clavicular's camp yet.
I know. Maybe that's how we get that. But like, it just blows my mind that it happens so frequently to them that like they wouldn't immediately just like jump to the side of the female, because it just seems so much more commonplace that these sort of things happen to female. Like, don't get me wrong, it's wrong. They shouldn't have to deal with this shit. But like I said, there's lots of weirdos out there. It's not easy to control them. And, it's supposed to, just kind of ignore it and move on. But yeah, I mean, this is just so shitty. But yeah, that's the big news of the week, is all about Goblin Crown. I actually saw. Okay, go ahead. I saw how just randomly get like Facebook ads. I saw one for Cassius Marsh. I don't know if you know who Cassius Marsh is. He used to be an NFL player. He's big in the Magic community now. He was on like the Seattle Seahawks, and literally like I see like his sponsored ad is literally talking about, oh, go check out this influencer Goblin Grounds, and like the ad's still running. It was like yesterday I saw it, and then I went to go read the comments of it, and literally is like, this video is like, has gone, has aged as well as milk in my car that's been there for like 30 days or
right right.
And literally like all the comments were just all about like how poorly this ad aged. I was like, what the hell? I was like, I saw the ad, I was like, how do you not pull this ad yet? Commenting your price. I was like, oh, I'm gonna spotlight this influencer of the week, Goblin Grounds. Oh, he's great. Look at all this content he's made. I'm just like, oh my god! And every comment was just about how bad the ad is aged. I was laughing my ass off. I'm not gonna lie, it was funny, the comments. Sometimes you gotta go to the comments and enjoy what the trolls have to say.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I just I wanna full circle this in that because I work in human services and I've worked with domestic violence survivors, not all men are predators. There are female predators out there. I don't want to come across as like making it sound like men are solely responsible for all the ills of the world. Although I would point out that every president of the United States has been male. So, I mean, take that for what it's worth, too. But the majority of them can be. And when we get to the Twitch sphere, the streaming sphere, we see the majority of Twitch viewers are male. The majority of successful streamers are male, but there are several successful female streamers, and you have to wonder how many of those folks, and we've talked about this before at like TwitchCon and things of that nature, how many of those folks cross the line in that it's only about the looks and the attraction and the things of that nature. I mean, Emiru just came back from her time off. She literally just came back and found that she was capped at 100K and she wasn't happy about that. So that's a whole nother thing. But, you know, just to be clear, the majority of these issues do stem from the male side of the Twitch sphere. So we do have to take that into account when we do these things and we have these conversations, you know, but at the same time, it's creepy people are not limited to any sex, race, location, any of that stuff. Creepy people are all over the place and you have to protect yourself. You have to protect yourself. And this, I applaud these people for standing up and calling out Goblin Grounds. If they turn out to be full of shit, then so be it. That time will tell and that person will get cleared. But I have seen too many cases in the pop culture universe where it's a guy exerting his pressure on women, his power on women, to dismiss anything they say based just on the fact that it's like, oh, false accusers exist. That I just want to make that really crystal clear out there. Creepy people are all over the place. Deal with it. But there are demographics to them that are predominantly a certain way. And this is a really bad equivalent, but look at serial killers. The vast majority of serial killers are male. Does that mean that a female can't be a serial killer? No. But it means when the FBI starts looking at a serial killer scenario, they're looking for guys first because that's historically where it's been. And I see the same thing here. Not that these people are killing people, but the creepy people tend to be more men. And until we see a different trend in that, we have to pay attention to it. And I think that's notable. I think it's notable because we don't want to come across here on the podcast as saying, oh, all guys on Twitch are creepy or all the creepy people are absolutely guys. It's all different types of people, but there are patterns to these things, and those patterns have to be recognized and respected. So just to put that out there.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it has to do with just like how the mentality of males and females are, like when they're brought up. Like what you could talk about is like say like sexual partners. Like if a guy has a lot of sexual partners, like with his friends are like, oh yeah, you're smashing it, you're crushing. Females lost sexual partners. Oh my god, what a slut! You know, like how could she have so many things? And that's like literally like what's brought up here. Like it's like that kind of mentality, which is like very polar opposites of each other, and it shouldn't matter whether the person is male or female or like all those sort of things.
That's a tremendous point because what happens, you meet a guy and he's had 10 girlfriends in the last 3 years that he's all been intimate with. He's a player. He's out there. He's a baller. He knows the ladies. You meet a woman who's had 10 sexual partners in the last 3 years. She's a slut.
Exactly.
There is absolutely a double standard there that we apply to based solely on gender. And so those things exist. Does that, again, not defending anything, just putting it out there. When we sit here and we talk about creepy guys, how many TwitchCon altercations of a sexual harassment nature have been conducted by women that we've heard of? I can't think of a single one.
Exactly.
I could list 3 or 4 that have happened with men. So we have to take that into account.
Yeah, I mean, like the world when it comes to sex or just in general is super double standard. Like,
right?
What if it happens to a male? They're like, "Oh, you're so lucky!" Like all these women just throwing themselves at you and sending you nudes and stuff. And it was like, you're female, like, "Oh my god, that's so gross! Why are all these people sending you nudes?" Like, there's such a double standard, right? Like that sort of thing. Just like.
And let's bring it,
shouldn't be that way.
Let's bring it back to the Twitch sphere or the streaming universe. The majority of big streamers are male, which means they're in positions of power more so than the average woman streamer. Now, I can name 50 women streamers off the top of my head who have more power in the streaming sphere than I do, because I'm a little fish. But in general, if you go on Twitch and you look at and you limit to video game, take out their hot tub streamers because everybody loves to see a woman in a bikini. Okay. Take them out. You're going to find predominantly men in that top 50 to 100. If they exert their power to get something from females, that's a form of harassment. That's not appropriate either. So I think that there's a lot to be said for like, this is no different than like, I don't know if Tara, if you ever watched the show Mad Men. I only watched a little bit of it, but same sort of thing. It's like all these executives in power and how they rule over women. It's just terrible to me.
Yeah. Let's end it here before.
I could go on all night, guys. I could rant all night. I'm 3 beers in. Let's talk about the Illuminati. Do you know who runs the world, people?
Maybe we should talk about how your 20-0 has been going. Have you been playing it at all? Or 82-0 or 84-0, the web browser game?
I've been good. I have not gone back. Uh-huh. So I brought it to the podcast crew.
Yeah.
And I was like, guys, Terry turned me on to this great game. You should try it. And immediately, the guy who co-founded my podcast, Sin76, was like, I told you about this 3 weeks ago. And I said to him, was I drunk? And he goes, no. And I'm like, shit, I should listen to you better because I have no memory of that conversation. I'm going to claim old man brain. So
no progress. That's all I heard. Sounds like you're a quitter.
I haven't gotten back to it yet. I think I did it. I think I did like 1 or 2 drafts the day after, and I couldn't get better than 15-3. Yeah. So I'll get there. Which was funny because I'm like, guys, here's the link. Everybody in my podcast was like, I went 18-0. Why can't you go 18-0? My worst is 17-1. I'm like, I can't get past 15 wins. Fuck you all.
All right, let's call it a pod here. Thank you everyone for hanging out and joining us. If you want to cancel Howard, just leave a comment below. If you want to call him a fat lesbian or any of those other things, he loves it. He lives for this shit. Think of whatever insult you could come of and just let Howard have it, so he could tell his wife, and then they could just all have a friendly chuckle on Saturday morning in bed, just having a gay old time. But thank you everyone for hanging out, and we will see you all next week, hopefully on time. Thanks, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Don't be a creeper.